Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Give me a second to rustle up my body here. I am feeling a little bit better today. I'm not sure what happened yesterday. I don't know if it's the new medication I'm on or if I just ate something that wasn't good for me. There we go. Okay. Use that until I sit down. So, yesterday I pretty much sat down, did nothing. I did nothing. I just laid there. How's everybody doing this morning? What's up? What's new? What's used? What's old? How was your day yesterday and the day before? I'm a little bit late this morning. I did not set my alarm. I let my body catch up. So I am making the dogs num-nums. Dog breakfast. Right now, that's what you hear me doing. Sorry, it's taking me a little bit. I didn't want to. I normally go live at 6:30. I let my body sleep this morning. Kind of recuperate. Like I said, I feel a lot better than I did. I have some medication that I'm taking to help my diabetic, and I think that is what's going on with me. I think that medication made me very sick, even though, like, it seems like it only makes me sick every other time. So, I don't know. But I was sick last weekend as well, so, I don't know, we'll see. And it might have been that I overate. I ate spaghetti the night before and I love spaghetti, so. I don't know. Hello, Jackalope. How are you today? Good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining in. Right now I'm feeding my pup. Give me a second, I'll be sitting down and then I can tap to you. Thanks for joining in. You've got a lovely view of my backyard. I'm not fully awake yet. I'm getting there though. Ugh. How is everybody today? How are you today? What have you been up to? Wow, 12. Good morning, Colin. Good morning, good morning. How are you today? See, there's somebody else too, wasn't there? Nope. Just Colin. Good morning, Colin. Good morning to you. Woohoo! I was sick yesterday. I'm feeling much, much better today. I still think it's the medication that makes me sick that I take on Wednesdays. But I've also got to learn to curb my eating. I'm learning slowly. You're welcome, Jackalope. I'm not sure what I did. I am in USA, Pennsylvania. Where are you from? What country are you from? Today is Sunday. It is It is 6:30, nope, 6:55. Jackalope YouTube, where are you from? Just give your countries if you're underage, guys. Alright, something's rattling over here and I can't figure out what it is. I think it's this, so I'll turn that off for now. Alrighty. Now I'm sitting down. So how's everybody this morning? How's everything going? Good morning, Catnap. Felt like I just did that. Actually slept well last night. How'd everybody else sleep? How'd everybody else sleep? Or are you going to bed now? Or is it afternoon? I know in Netherlands it's afternoon. In Egypt it's afternoon. They're 5 hours. Netherlands are 6 hours. How's everybody doing? It's not on for the last 2 hours because I was sick for 2 days. Was not doing well at all. So, I appreciate all who came back, all who knew. Good morning to you. Woohoo! Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Oops. Alright. It's Sarah. Have a lay down. Oh, where's your lamb? Where is it? Where's your lamb? My dog is just done eating. Now she considers it playtime. So, where's your lamb? Where is it? She's looking for a lammy. Good morning, 78. Okay, 782. Oh, he's 782. Good morning, good morning. Give me that lammy. Give me that lammy. Oh, what are you trying to do? Give me bite so early in the morning? Are you trying to bite me so early in the morning? Yeah. Oh, you almost got it. Oh my gosh, oh, you got it. Good job. How is everybody doing this morning? Let's see. Something happened at the Malcolm X complex. Oh, it looks like they had... Oh, it was renamed. Okay. The 110th Street is now renamed. Cool. I think he was a good guy. I think he should be renamed and celebrated. I'm looking at the top news weather today. Today's going to be chilly and windy and high of 45. Actually, I was just out there. It was kind of warm. What the heck was that for? You know, cough on me somewhere else. Give me them feet. Give me them feet. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. The new holiday train show opens up in New York at Botanical Garden. Oh, that would be cool to see. I would like to see that one. Wow. That'd be something worth going for. Yeah, Walgreens cut their holiday pay. No longer get overtime or holiday pay for their hourly employees. Oops, I just dropped something. Not sure. Oh. My meds for the day. Good morning, Kamari. How are you today? Sorry about that. That was my last alarm of the day. I've needed it the last couple days to get myself up because of being sick. So how are you doing, Kamari? I was watching your live yesterday silently. Sorry I didn't say anything. I was very not good at all. I was sicker than sick, and I really did not have, I didn't have much of a mind to do anything yesterday. I sat down and I was sick. I couldn't do anything. So, how are you, Kamari? You know, that you're one person that I do need to make a moderator. There we go. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't say anything yesterday. I was not feeling good. I did attend people's lives. Most of the time, I just put a heart and kind of watched their lives for a while. And then I went in and out of sleepiness, so. Anyone know what time the Eagles play today? Does anybody care about football? I was looking to see what time my Steelers played and my Eagles played. Let's see, maybe I can check that out real quick while I'm sitting here. Why, certainly. That my grandmother used to say that all the time. Why, certainly. Yeah, I really miss her. I wasn't particularly close with her, but I did love her. It was hard. She lived in Florida and I lived in Pennsylvania, so we didn't go see them very often. Eee. Wait, did Eagles even play today? Oh, they're there. 8:20. The last game. Great. 8:20. Oh, man, that means I'm going to be up late tonight against the Broncos. Wait. No, against the Lions. All right, 8:20 for them. And I'm going to guess the Steelers. Wait, there is that Pittsburgh? All right, Steelers play at 1 p.m. All right, so 1 and 8:20. Man, I got far distance between everything. Hi, Deadly Kitten. How are you, DK? I got games at 1 o'clock for the Philadelphia, or for the Pittsburgh, and one at 8:20 for Philadelphia. Can you tell what teams I like? Right now it is 51 degrees. Oh, I lied. I don't know what it is. It is 50 degrees. Today will be 62% humidity. We're supposed to maybe get some rain, 8% chance of rain. Although when I did go out this morning, it was wet, so I'm not sure what it is now. Welcome in everybody. I'm hoping to catch up with everybody this morning. I have, like I said yesterday, I was sicker than sick. And yeah, tomorrow it snows. I heard for the East Coast it is going to snow, but I don't know what area you're in. I forget. I am much better today. Yesterday, I don't know what happened. Well, actually, it was Friday and Saturday. I went down. Switzerland, that's right. Yesterday I went down, or Friday I went down. I would say about afternoon. It might have been the 24-hour bug, because all I did was throw up and hit the toilet. Bangladesh. You know what? I don't think I have Bangladesh on my list. That might be a new country. Marusht? Maresht? Maresht? Let's see. Bangladesh. Nope, I don't have Bangladesh. I guess that'll be a new country I'm learning about today. I mean, I know about Bangladesh, but I really don't know much about it. That's country 28 that has visited me in my lives. All right, and I already have Switzerland. We did. You guys just went on too. Going on number 25. Bangladesh. Looks like there's a rough day in Newark. I think that's Newark, New Jersey. 5 were killed. 2-year-old falls 20 stories to his death in Newark, New Jersey. Oh man, that's awful. Wow. Yikes. All right. What's interesting in your country of Bangladesh? Teach me something new about your country in Bangladesh. Tom Brady, his trading store got cards stolen worth. Wow. That's a lot of freaking money. A lot of freaking cards, too. Well, a signed card of his, I know, is worth a lot, though. Hello from Australia. Hi, John Boy. I remember seeing you before. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? I do have Australia on my list. Okay. Tom Brady only did football, though, right? Great, John Boy. I'm glad you're good. Now I'm an MLB fan as far as the Phillies. I can't tell you about a lot about the players. I do know we got about the game somewhat, but I just like my Phillies. He only did football, but he was trading cards of all kinds of players. Okay, okay. Good morning, Kelly. Heard that. How are you today? How are you today? I am feeling much better today. Yesterday I was sicker than sick. I could barely lift my head up off the couch. Hi, Sting. How are you? I was watching your videos yesterday as well. I was sick yesterday, so I had a lot of the videos up on my TV and was just watching them. I tried to make sure that I hit like on everything. Are you throwing paws at me? My dog's throwing paws at me. This is too early in the morning to be throwing paws at me. Too early in the morning. Don't you show me your teeth. If you're gonna show me them teeth, use them. Yeah, don't you show me them teeth. Yeah, I'll beat you up. I'll beat you up. You guys see how much she's hurting, right? Can't hear a sound from her. Alright. I am doing much better today. I'm still a little bit congested. I'm pretty sure I had the 24-hour flu. Boy, it hit me hard on Friday night, and I didn't sleep pretty much all Friday night. And yesterday, at least I wasn't in the bathroom the entire day. But boy, all the way through the night I was. And I noticed this morning when I got up, I didn't immediately grab the trash can for my throw up bucket, so definitely feeling better today. Oh, you're welcome, Sting. I enjoy watching it. You do what's the word? You do talk about the video well. You know what you're doing, and then you have the sound up high enough as too, so I can hear what the lady's saying. So, yeah, it's awful. That flu, man, it knocked me down. So I talked to my daughter. She works at the hospital now. She's not a nurse or a doctor. She's considered a transporter. So, you know, she takes people to the to X-ray, or takes people to the CT, or and when I talked to her yesterday, she said, "Yeah, Mom, everybody is coming down here. They're throwing up and have the poops." And I said, "So what are they doing for them?" They said, "Pretty much they give them a little bit of fluid and they shove them out the door. There's nothing they can do, Mom." I said, "All right." So that's pretty much what I did. I forced fluids. I didn't get much down. I only got 28 ounces of water down yesterday. Today I'm doing a little bit better. I have about half of my 28 ounces gone already. So, I actually have my window shade up. I can see outside. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm feeling better too. That was kind of awful. You know, my dog does not sit up near my head often. She rarely comes up to my waist. She likes to be either at my feet or in between my feet and my waist. And yesterday morning when I got up, thank you, it's my backyard. When I got up, it goes to the fence. You can see the fence there on the left. She was sitting pretty at chest high, and she never does that. So I knew I wasn't doing well. And then I came out here to the living room because I tried to get out of my bedroom, because otherwise I can slip into depression pretty fast if I stay in the bedroom. So I forced myself to get out, and I came out and I laid on the couch and I put the pillow up on my hip because I had a feeling she was going to want to be close to me. And that's the picture I posted on YouTube of her sitting up on my hip with her head looking at me. That's where she stayed most of the day. And then later that night, she started to move further and further away from me. She also stayed with me all night. The night before, she also stayed with me all night. She didn't get off the bed, which is unusual. So I'm excited. I get to learn all about Bangladesh today. We've got a new country. I'm actually going to put my date on there. So 11/16. I did work on my Tweety Bird latch hook. I don't have any latch hooks left. That's the only one. My fingers have been hurting and cramping, so I figured to give them a rest from a needle for cross stitch. So I decided to work on my latch hook, and I found it, and I've got 8 rows done so far. There are 48 rows, 10 rows done. There are 48 rows in the whole thing. They're showing something about Poppets and Wrigley's gum. I'm going to guess that there was a time capsule of some sort. I did one latch hook when I was a kid, and I have no idea where it ended up. Aw, latch hooks are so nice. I did one, I just finished one that I bartered with my son-in-law, and it was a pillow of Highland, Shetland Highland cow, Highland cow. I don't remember how to say it. One of them big brown cows with horns and fuzzy ears. Hairy, hairy, hairy. So he figures he owes me about $45 of work. So I love doing them, honestly. And the simpler ones. Now that was a rather intensive pillow. The holes were much smaller. You can tell this one was much older. This one's a rug that goes on the wall. I'll have to buy a frame for it and stuff like that. That isn't too bad. But it's a Tweety bird. I do all sorts of crafts. I had a lady who works in my building. She works for another tenant. And she said she was in my apartment talking to me about, some things. And she said, man, you do a lot of crafts. I said, that's how I stay out of everybody else's business. Mine was an owl on a branch. I don't know, they still made them. Oh, yeah. Yep. I made, they're a little bit more put together. Like now, they have the backs to them. So the one I'm working on now, I can tell you, is probably made in the 80s, early 90s, because in the mid 90s is when they started putting backs to them. So I enjoy it. I still do my diamond art as well, and I still do my painting and cross stitch and embroidery and all that too, but I am working on getting myself organized. I actually moved my TV this weekend because where I had it, I couldn't sit on the couch and actually watch TV and be able to do all my crafts. So I'm organizing it. I'm hoping to have it more organized as the year goes by. My dog is now sitting on my couch, which that means that she really knows I'm feeling better. Because normally she will just sit beside me if I'm not doing well, and she sat all day with me. Yeah, when I moved here, that was one thing I had told my son. I said, when I can get my own place, and he turned 19, and one of the things was his father and I said that he needed to have a full-time job, graduate high school, and he could have the house. Well, I signed over the house to him and was giving my son $600. Well, this is what I didn't get. So I gave my son $600, and they added $600 to his income while I was living in the house. So somewhere $600 appeared, and we were $600 more, getting $600 more than we were. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. So I ended up having to move out. My intention was to live there longer, but I ended up having to move out because in the United States, you make any kind of income and they take your medications away and stuff like that. And I have several health issues and mental health issues that I need my medications, or otherwise, people get the wrong end of the stick, including me and anybody else I affect when I'm sick. So I came to my apartment here, and I love it. And when I first came in, he said, "All right, Mom, where are you putting your art area? Where are you putting your crafts?" So I showed him, and he helped me set up and helped me get everything done. He helped move stuff from the old house into here. So I was pretty excited. Yeah, animals have that instinct. Well, it was kind of weird. She started being kind of stuck to glue, like glue to me on Thursday. And she had just got over a bad case of pancreatitis. So I thought maybe she just wasn't feeling great and she was sticking to me. And then the more, I got into Friday, then I started, hitting the bathroom, and she really, really stayed up with me. Oh, we have wind advisory today. All right. I never thought of New York being there. Well, I always thought of New York being above me is beyond me. I don't know. But I finally got my maps over here. I got permission to hang them on the wall. I have to use like silly putty or something to hang them on the wall. I can't have anything that will give them holes or stick to the paint. So, and I have permission about where I can put them. So, in our apartment building, we can only put up 5 apartment or 5. Excuse me, my shirt is killing me. Okay, we can only put up 5 photos per wall. Well, I have the biggest wall that these maps can go on. I already have 5 up. So, I know, but I don't know, shirts sometimes, that's me. That's okay. You can laugh. I was laughing at myself. Okay, the temps will fall this afternoon, apparently. Let me see real quick, see what. Oh, now it's 49. It doesn't look like. Alright, so until tonight, we have the wind advisory. I'm looking to see what we had. Wow, 9 likes already. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'll probably work on my Tweety bird today. I typed it didn't show up, only the laugh. Huh. That's weird. I heard a lot of people are having a lot of trouble with YouTube and their comments disappearing or not showing or stuff like that. I've heard a lot of people are having trouble with that and issues with that. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know why. I seem to have issues with knowing where places are. Ramses is always laughing at me because I can't remember anything. Like, I just didn't know that Egypt was in Africa. Not sure where I thought it was. Probably Asia. Which I'm not even sure where Asia is, so we're going good here. I have a terrible sense of direction. One time my daughter asked me how long it would take me to get to Bloomsburg from here, and I said, oh, 10, 15 minutes, and my whole family started laughing at me and said, never ask her. It takes 35. Yeah, I was yesterday when I was trying to find my favorite YouTubers and, going on their channels and staring at it for a while. I had issues with, I would see comments and then I would look back at them and they'd be gone. And suddenly the person would say, okay, well, there we go. Sorry. There we go, I'm back. Sorry, sometimes I have a habit of doing something on my TV that says, oh, we need to see if this is you. And then it goes back to my computer. It's really kind of frustrating. If you heard that squeak, that was my dog. She's playing with her lamb. And just squeaked it. Everyone back? Everyone here? Am I all by my lonesome now? Anybody here? Anybody here? Hi, Toyota, how are you? Alright, so I'm apparently back. My phone decided to do the doom death screening. There we go. Now, I tried to log in something. I was trying to log into my Hulu on my TV, which I just learned out I could do. Like I said, I'm very slow at this stuff. And it suddenly decided that I wasn't allowed to do it, so. Sorry, I got really. Yep, we're facing outside today. 18. I should know better than to do any of this stuff while I'm watching and talking to you guys, because my brain does not do two things at one time very well. I just have it over there. It's a little bit easier. I moved my room around and it's a little bit harder to deal with holding my phone and whatnot until I get some stuff from my Amazon wish list that, I can set it up myself. Sarah's sitting on the couch with me. Alright, right now apparently I can't sign into my Hulu until I figure this out. So, it looks like my grandson flooded his dorm room by accident. He goes to Susquehanna University. I don't know if it was him, but boy, it went fuzzy, didn't it? Oh, I gotta plug you guys in. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I know I'm not staying on very long today. I want to make sure that I'm fully healthy and that I don't end up getting sick and go down again. Yeah, I think I don't remember what the password is that I used for this. I don't know if I'm going to try one more. Because I did just sign in on my computer. Nope. Alright, I'll have to re-sign in on it. Yeah, I just can't remember what my password is. I don't know where I have my password thing, so I will have to. And I don't have a Disney account. I only have Hulu. So I might actually have to sign in a different way. And if I can't sign in, then I'll have to drop the service. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? All right. Yeah, I'll do that on my computer. Once I get done talking to you guys, I'll go on my computer and reset it, and then I can come in here and put it in. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I had everything on my computer going, and days like yesterday, it would have been nice to put one on and just sit and watch it all day and not move. Although I'm pretty sure my YouTube subscribers or people I subscribe to are pretty happy with the fact that I watch them all day. Cab driver crashes into the Dane Reed building near the Empire State Building. Alrighty then. There isn't much news today, but almost all of it is accidents and shootings. 2 workers shot by an angry customer at Queens discount store. A boy fell out of a building 20 stories. Of course, she didn't live. House of Republicans expected to vote for full release on FBI Epstein files. Yeah, here's my thing. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to know what these men did. Like, I understand what they did. I don't need to know about it. I don't know. I don't want to know. Yeah, it really is. I watch it every morning just kind of to see the headlines, and I actually watch it on, yes, definitely we need justice for them. I watch the headlines just to see kind of if there's anything that I need to know about. I watch the news, and I watch it on mute. So I don't listen to it all. It's what I catch in reading, and I'm not a very fast reader. So, I only catch about half the news. Apparently, they're having staffing issues in the New York subway. I went on the New York subway city, or not New York, Philadelphia subway. I was visiting my friend this summer in New York. If you go back, you can look at my shorts and my, I didn't do any live streams, my shorts and my videos, and I show you a lot of what the subways look like and things like that, and it was really fun. I had fun. We visited New York City Library. There's two of them. One that was in the movie, and then one that is the real library. And I went in there, and I'm like, wow. They have 5 copies of one book, where my tiny little library struggles to get one copy. We have to borrow from 6 other libraries in the area just to get one copy. So it's just like, I was so wowed by being able to see 6 copies of one book. And I've only ever lived in places where there's 1 or 2 copies of every book. This is the first place that I've lived in that you have to borrow from another library to read one book because our library can't afford one book. And our library, our city lights are funded better than our library from our town. How's that go? Not by much, but when I actually looked this up just to see, what it was, our city lights get like $1.82, and our library gets $1.38 or something like that. It wasn't a lot, but I mean, how can you fund a library so little when it does so much for you? And they expect donations from the public, and that's why they charge late fees, because 1, they want their library books back. But they just, I feel bad for like our libraries and the small libraries that can't afford all this stuff. How are your guys' libraries funded? Do you have a big library in your area, small library? Sorry, got distracted again. I'm definitely in my own head today. I've been struggling for the last couple days, but then yesterday's illness kind of threw me more into a struggle. Yankees host a new 5K race inside the stadium. That's kind of cool. That's kind of nice, like that they can use the track and stuff when when baseball season isn't in effect. That's a cool idea. Would you guys use a baseball field if it was open to exercise in? That's my question of the day. Would you use a baseball field if it was open close to you to exercise in if it was inside? So Light design. Has anyone seen the So Light design? Oh, now that's really cool. It's waterproof and kids can turn the colors and just be able to do their homework and study at night, although I predict a lot of glasses are going to be needed for that. Ours is funded mainly by property taxes with some government funds. Yeah, so is ours. But it only gets like $1.32 or 38 per person. Like, that sucks. And I'd say about half of our area is behind on their taxes anyway, because we have one of the highest taxes we are the highest tax in Pennsylvania. If you look up Shamokin, Pennsylvania, they just gave us another okay for another 5 mils above what's normal and what the highest is allowed. The government gave us another 5 mils for it. Frickin' sucks. I mean, now, me being on disability, I have a very much different tax rate and tax base than what people who work do. And I do think it's fair. I don't think it's fair that what the libraries get, though. Our street lights get like $1.86 or 88, something like that, in the $1.80s per tax bill, and our library gets in the $1.30s per tax bill. Like, I don't know. I think our libraries and our teachers are very underfunded in the United States. A lot of our teachers are on government help because that's how much they're underfunded. That's pretty sad when your teachers are on government help. Here's my thought. I don't believe I have the right to complain about taxes because I don't pay my fair share. Oh no, they don't. They don't. I don't pay my fair share. I do pay my share, just not a fair share because I'm on disability. But I do think that I have a right to complain what taxes go where. And I actually do donate to my library too. I go to bookstores and stuff like that, and I contact authors to try and get them to put a book in the library, and I have donated probably 50 books to the library so far. I go through their stacks and see what are paperbacks and what seem to be well loved in paperbacks, and then when I go to bookstores and things like that, I check in their discount areas and see what they have, and if they have it in hardback, then I get it from my library. And often my library will then take the paperbacks and put them on the back shelf for themselves. So if something happens to the hardback, they can just bring it out. But I do like to replace their softback books with hardbacks when I can, or try and get more books for them that I know they don't have. I just had the library book. It's called The Librarian of Auschwitz. A very hard read. It took me 6 months to finish reading it. And I went to my library, and they don't have it. So the book will be donated to the library so they can have it in their library. True, I do. I do pay, what's that called? Income tax, or not income tax. Sales tax. I do pay that. Okay. My dog's looking at me to get my blanket out of her way. When I was laying on the couch yesterday, I had my blanket. There you go. It's all clear. There you go, princess. See, it's all clear. You're good. Oh, I'm sorry I left your lamb there. That was your issue. That's your lamb, not mine. But I'm talking like in property tax. I don't pay any property tax. I don't pay any income tax, like working tax. Of course, Pennsylvania, you have the right to work tax. I don't pay that. I wish I could work. Believe me. You know what staring at four walls feels like after, how many years I'm on disability now? There is this new holiday train show at the New York Botanical Gardens. One, I'd always wanted to visit the New York Botanical Garden. I think that's my next New York trip. But I really want to see this train show. This train show sounds awesome. Oh, now we got Thanksgiving coming up. Anybody got some Thanksgiving plans? I am going to my sister's in Maryland. So I'll be doing a few minute live every day. I'm not going to be able to do an hour. When I go to family's house, I do things with my family. YouTube is something I do, not who I am. Doesn't define me. And when I go to be with family on a holiday, I go be with family. I do tend to be able to get my walk in the morning, and that's when I do my live. And then sometimes in the afternoon, my brother and I will hit the beach, and I'll try and do a little live then, or at least I'll do a video. I won't say where my sister's and brother's house is. It is in Maryland, but that's about all I can tell you. That's for their privacy. My brother and sister grew up different than I did. They grew up in a different household. I was adopted to one. They were adopted to another one. So we are still getting to know each other, even though we've known each other about 25 years. 25 years for my sister, and about 12, 13 years for my brother. So it looks like we may have a mix of wind and snow. And it looks like Miss Sarah here might need to go out for okay. Thanksgiving is your favorite time? Only time everyone gets together. We spend all together. It'll be with your family? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I have, so my sister and my brother, spend their time in Maryland. And then my adopted family, I don't really see much anymore. They are 8 hours away. It's a lot further for me to drive. And now that I'm getting older, it's a lot harder for me to drive by myself. Like normally I had my son. So, and then my husband's family, who I'm still very much attached to. I see my sister on Easter and Thanksgiving and 4th of July. And I see my husband's family pretty much every other time. Once in a while, I'll head to North Carolina. It is an 8-hour drive, so that 8 to 9 hour drive. I haven't been there in probably 3 years. It looks like windy and chilly. We're back into the 40s and 49s until next week. Back into the 50s. This is definitely the fall of the year. Mother Nature is saying, hello, hello, how are you today? It's been chilly out, and then it's been nice and warm, and then it goes back to chilly, and then it goes back to nice and warm. Welcome to having weather, where it's something we can't control. And everyone still gets upset at it. Alright guys, well I think I am going to head off. My dog keeps getting up and pacing, which means she needs to go out. And I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat yesterday, so I haven't eaten since Friday. And I think I better get some food in me before my diabetic sugar drops to nothing. I did have a Gatorade yesterday. That's why my sugar is probably better. But I want to make sure I keep myself healthy so that I can keep coming from my living room to you guys until the spring. And then we'll be back outside walking away. Or on good days here. So I hope you guys have a good day. I wish you enough. And thank you for coming to my live. Appreciate it. Oops, wrong way.